in recap of this year and in projection into 2025, kind of like a 2024 audit. Hey friends, my name is Gabby Roseley, and this is the Crucial Conversations podcast, a platform dedicated to self-fulfillment and breaking the cycle of wasted potential. Using the tools of perspective, knowledge, wisdom, and awareness, I, with the help of qualified expert guests, share free insight and proven strategies that lead to all forms of success. If you are ready to start investing in yourself and living the life of your dreams, because I promise it is possible for all of us, you came to the right place. Together, we will help each other level up and have the crucial conversations necessary to do so. Hello, my friends. It is December 27th, which means it is officially the final countdown to 2025. We've got a couple more days of 2024, and in today's episode, I am going to be going over a couple of questions that I myself just answered in recap of this year and in projection into 2025, kind of like a 2024 audit. And basically, I am just going to be giving you guys this outline for this audit. You can choose to use it however you may. And I am hoping that you find some value in this process of recapping your year, your successes, your failures, your emotions, the obstacles you faced, and how you overcame them as well. As you know, some things that we don't tend to remember or recap when we think about the big things, we're going to try to get granular so that you remember the big and the small moments of 2024, because I think that that's really important. And then there's going to be a couple of questions that help you to look forward into 2025 to help channel the emotions, the energy, the feelings, the abundance, and the success and all of the goals that you are going to achieve in the next year. I have a really, really good feeling about 2025. And I know that when this time of year comes, I say that looking forward into every new year. But I really do feel the abundance coming through for 2025. In fact, I always choose 1-2 words for the year as I am closing out the previous. And for 2025, my 2 words are money and relationships. I am ready to hustle. I'm ready to make money. I am ready for financial abundance. And I am ready to really, really ground myself in community and connection with the relationships that I have in my life. And, you know, this past year, 2024, was a lot about self-discovery and travel and spirituality for me. And I had an amazing year. But I am a kind of person that really, really appreciates the intention setting so that I know when and where I need to place my focus, when I need to put my blinders up, when it's okay to go out and go off the grid for 10, 20, 40 days at a time just because I'm really, really grinding, working hard, and I don't talk to anybody because I'm focused, and it's okay because I have set the intention. So I think that that's really important for me, and this entire idea of a word or 2 for the year is really just to help you to channel your energy so that it can be used to catapult you in the direction of your goals and your dreams. So we're going to be going over a 2024 audit. And we're just going to get started. Again, use these questions to recap your year. Take a moment with yourself. Maybe do this with a friend. You don't even have to sit down and write down your answers. You could answer these questions out loud. But even if you take 10, 15, 20 minutes to sit with the things that happened to you and for you and by you this year, you are not only going to leave that session of communication with self feeling really, really proud, but you're also going to remember how much has really happened to you and for you and by you this year, because sometimes we forget. We think about the big milestones and we forget about where we were at this time last year and how far we've truly come. So I hope this audit helps to give you guys a little insight into how amazing you freaking are. All right, we're going to get started. First question. This is kind of like your celebrating your wins portion of 2024. Question number 1. What are the top 3 things you are most proud of from 2024? These are the big milestones. Big milestones are great. So top 3 things that you are most proud of from 2024. Number 2, what unexpected wins did you achieve this year? There are a lot of things that we plan for, that we anticipate, and are excited to achieve when we achieve them. But sometimes Oftentimes, there are things that we achieve without having expected achieving them. So question number 2 is, what unexpected wins did you achieve this year? Question number 3, who or what made a positive impact on your life, and how can you express gratitude for them or it? This is a really, really good question to prompt you to appreciate the relationships that you have, to appreciate your circumstances, to be grateful for your environment, for your surroundings, for your loved ones. Because I know that when I answered this question, I had a million people come to mind. I had a million things come to mind, and it really just flooded my being with gratitude. But there were a lot of people and a lot of things in my life that had a positive impact on my 2024. And it really, really got me thinking about how to express more gratitude for them or for the things. For example, my mom, she has really just been a rock for me this year. And I realized that in order to express that gratitude and appreciation for her, it's on my heart to show more love and gratitude with my words, but also acts of service and going out of my way to do kind things for her. Same with my brother, Zane, going out of my way to do kind things for him and spending quality time with him. And my sister for being such a grounding energy, just carving out that time to spend quality time with her. So how can you express gratitude for them? Again, question number 3, who or what made a positive impact on your life, and how can you express gratitude for them or it? All right, the next set of questions is kind of the time to reflect on challenges, like the lessons in the struggle. First question in this section: what was the biggest challenge you faced? And what did it teach you about yourself? Another kind of milestone question, and I think this question can be taken into a little bit more granular approach. What are some things that challenged you this year? What are some scenarios? What are some situations, conversations, relationships that challenged you this year? It doesn't have to be the biggest challenge to be worthy of being reflected upon. But all of these challenges, the big and the small, they teach you a lot about yourself. My challenges teach me so much about myself. So first question in this section: what was the biggest challenge you faced, and what did it teach you about yourself? Second question in this section: what fear, limiting belief, or behavior held you back the most in 2024? Maybe you had a fear, maybe you had a limiting belief, but you didn't allow it to hold you back. That's a win. But maybe you had some fears. Maybe you had some limiting beliefs that did hinder you from taking action, that did hinder you toward loving yourself or loving another. So what fear or limiting belief or behavior held you back the most in 2024? For me, behavior-wise, it's going on my phone. It is going on my phone. It hijacks my focus, my energy. It really, really, that is on my 2025, like number one goal is digital detoxing, being more intentional with my time on my phone, because that behavior was probably the number one behavior that held me back the most in 2024. And I can be patient and I can be kind to myself, but sometimes the best form of self-love, the most loving form of self-love is discipline. And I need to get the hell off my phone, period. All right, third question in this section: where can I be kinder to myself as I move forward? Where can I be kinder to myself as I move forward? What I just said about self-love, sometimes the most effective form of self-love and most compassionate form of self-love, being self-discipline, doesn't mean you can't be kind to yourself. Tough love is a beautiful form of love, and it's a form of love that I am very receptive of, especially from myself. But how can you be kinder to yourself as you move forward? Because kindness to yourself is very, very important. All right, this third section is kind of helping us to identify what worked to really allow us to double down on success as we move forward into 2025. So we're going to answer a couple of questions to keep the momentum going by leading into what served you in 2024. First question: what habits, routines, or systems helped you thrive in 2024? What did you do in 2024 that set you up for success, that made you feel good about yourself, that played a role in helping you to accomplish your goals, to investing time into yourself or your relationships or new hobbies or activities? Question number 1, what habits, routines, or systems helped you thrive in 2024? And they can be simple. For me, it was like walking outside, prayer, reading, going to the gym, time blocking in my calendar, waking up early, to-do lists, breath work, planning more than just the day before. What habits, routines, or systems helped you thrive in 2024? Question number 2 in this section, which relationships, partnerships, or communities brought me the most joy and connection? Which relationships, partnerships, or communities brought me the most joy and connection? Another time to just be thankful for the people in your life, the communities that you're a part of, the partnerships that you play a role in. Question number 3. What am I doing well that I want to do more of in 2025? So we already answered the question about habits and routines that helped you thrive in 2024. But what are you doing well? What are you doing well that you want to do more of in 2025? Couple examples for me. Saying yes before I'm ready. Leveraging my mentality that everything is figure outable. That helped me a lot, and I want to do more of that in 2025. Taking control of what I can control for the most part. Eating healthy, taking care of my body, investing in my relationships. I want to do a lot more of that in 2025. All right, this is section kind of 4 about identifying what did not work. All right, it's time to let go. Clear the clutter, make space for what matters. We are identifying what did not work in 2024 in this section. Question number 1, what habits, commitments, or relationships drained your energy? You already know when I answered this question in all caps, my first answer was phone. I'm addicted to the damn thing, and it's a shame. But you know what? 2025, intentionality, reducing distractions, good riddance. Other things though, like too many things scheduled with people that you don't care that much about. Quite honestly, verbatim, that's what I said. Too many things scheduled with people that I don't care that much about. I feel like I have to say yes to everybody when they ask me to hang out. I feel like I have to go get coffee with everybody that says they're in town for the holidays. I love people. I'm a people person, and I enjoy the time that I spend with people thoroughly. But I've realized that the more that I say yes to certain things, the more that I say no to other things. And I've preached this lesson so often and to so many others and to myself so many times in my life. But it's really, really resonated with me in the last even month about how much I really do say yes to that is prompting me to say no to other things that might be of more value to me at this point in my life. So habits, commitments, or relationships that drain your energy. Identifying people in your life that drain your energy. Like, is there somebody in your life that you spent a decent amount of time with that left you feeling kind of shitty about yourself? Is there a relationship in your life that is draining your energy and leaving you feeling empty? Number 2, where did I overcommit and what boundaries do I need to establish for next year? Where did you overcommit yourself? Where did you overpromise and underdeliver? And what boundaries do you need to establish for 2025 to ensure that you do not overcommit yourself? You do not overpromise and underdeliver. Question number 3. What is one thing I am ready to stop doing in 2025? What are you ready to stop? That's one of my favorite activities is start, stop, continue. What do you want to start doing? What do you want to stop doing? And what do you want to continue doing? We're kind of answering that series of questions throughout this audit. But question number 3 in this section, what is one thing? You can name more than one if you'd like. One thing I'm ready to stop doing in 2025. All right, section 5, we're dreaming big for 2025. This is channeling the vision here. What does your ideal 2025 look like and feel like? I encourage all of you guys to dream without limits, because this is the opportunity that you have to connect to your heart and your spirit and your dreams, because that's how we create the opportunity to make them a reality in 2025. First question in this section: if everything went perfectly, what would I accomplish by the end of 2025? If everything went perfectly. Instead of thinking about what could go wrong, let's just assume that everything goes perfectly. Imagine that. What would you accomplish by the end of 2025? A year is a long time. I feel like I lived 12 lifetimes in 2024. And yet I feel like I was just sitting down last night making vision boards with Riley and Mackenzie, two of my best friends. And I was like, whoa, I remember doing this at the end of 2023. We're already here doing it again for 2025. Yet I had felt like, and I still feel like, I lived 12 lifetimes. All the things that I did and the people that I met and the goals that I achieved. Life is just a crazy thing, man. Time is crazy. Time's crazy. All right. Question number 2. How do I want to feel about my health, relationships, career, and personal growth next year? How do you want to feel? When I answered this question, I said, I want to feel aligned. I want to feel like when I say aligned, I mean that I am making decisions that resonate with my highest self, with my goals, with my dreams. I want to feel devoted. I want to feel like I am pouring myself into something that matters, that has meaning, that I know is returning itself and all the favor back to me. I want to feel inspired. I want to be inspired by the things that I am doing and producing and creating, the impact that I am leaving on others that I work with, that I love, that I spend time with. And I want other people in my life to inspire me. I want to be surrounded by an energy of inspiration. I want to feel fulfilled and motivated and excited and proud and grateful, consistent and supported and secure. These are all about emotions, and really, really feeling into these emotions is key. Question number 3. What bold goal excites and scares me at the same time? What bold goal excites and scares me at the same time? Notice I did not just say goal. I said bold goal. It's kind of hard to say. Bold goal. Yeah. What bold goal excites and scares me at the same time? Get big here. Maybe put in an exclamation point if you're writing things down or if you're typing them out. Excited. All right. We got 2 more little sections here. All these questions, they're so potent, guys. This section is kind of about breaking it down, because action creates clarity. And clarity and confidence come from taking action, not thinking about it. Question number 1. What is one thing I can do in January 2025 to move closer to my goals? One thing. What is one thing that you can do in January 2025 to move closer to your goals? Question number 2, what habits, routines, or systems can I implement to make progress easier? If we're thinking about the thing that you're going to do in January, okay, how are you going to set yourself up to make sure you're able to do that? Habits, routines, and systems. For example, for me, it's weekly planning meetings with myself on Mondays. It's quarterly planning meetings with myself the first week of the month in each quarter. And quarterly reviews, and including maybe my dad or my best friend to help generate feedback for me. It's meal prepping. It's focusing on my morning routine. This is all going to make my progress easier. Question number 3, who or what can help me stay accountable? Identify the things and the people in your life that are going to help keep you on the right track. We're not meant to do this alone. And if you have to do it alone for a little while, lean on your calendar. In fact, my first answer is my calendar. She's my best friend. But I will say that I have a list of amazing people that I love with my entire heart underneath my calendar, because they're very important to me and my achievement of my goals. Next section, last section, anchor your focus. This is all about grounding your energy in what matters most. It's channeling that energy. I talked about assigning words to the year, mine being money and relationships. Choose one word or phrase to define your 2025. Maybe it's 2 words. Maybe it's a phrase. Mine's money and relationships, which translates into support and abundance. Choose a word or phrase to define your 2025. What are you focused on? What are you calling in? And number 2, write a mantra or affirmation to remind yourself of your commitment to growth. I wrote down 2 for mine. I'm going to share them with you guys to help get those juices flowing if necessary. My goals and my dreams are supported by God, and I feel deeply connected to Him when I am actively working toward my potential. I am supported and inspired. God loves to see me thrive. Reading these words makes me feel something in my soul. Mantras and affirmations are so important. So write down a mantra of affirmation to remind yourself of your commitment to your growth. Last question in this section and in this audit for 2024. Visualize the future version of yourself crushing your goals. What does that look like? What does it feel like? What words would you use to describe yourself? What emotions are most common for this version of you? You are visualizing the future version of yourself crushing your goals. And I want you to really feel into that. Some of the things that came up for me. I'm feeling joyful. My spark is bright. My light is radiant. I am one with the impact and influence that I have. I'm making a difference in the lives of others, and I am doing so in humble servitude. Security and support. Peaceful. I experience more peace and faith than I do in doubt, fear. My doubt and my fear have greatly diminished, and I can accept them with love without questioning myself or my path. I'm literally reading what I wrote down, guys. Vulnerable and authentic. I'm using my voice naturally and organically. My relationships are pure and genuine because I show up radiantly authentic and vulnerable. Deeply connected to God. I feel close to the divine and lean on God in all things. Exciting and fresh. Newness, excitement, eagerness, growth, transformation. I'm not thinking about necessarily what car I'm going to be driving, but I'm visualizing the version of myself, knowing that I have everything that lives in that future version of myself that's crushing my goals right here, right now. And I'm channeling those feelings. Connect to that vision and visualize the future version of yourself crushing your goals. And think about what that feels like. And remember that 2025 is your year, ladies and gentlemen. No, but I really do have a good feeling about this one. I'm very excited for 2025 in my life. I'm very excited for 2025 for all of you guys. And I just want to give a quick shout out to all of you guys that have listened to this podcast and supported me since I started this podcast in June of 2023. This has been such a journey for me personally, professionally. I mean, I landed my first huge speaking engagement because of this podcast. I have connected with people all across the world and leaders in their industries because of this podcast. I have learned so much about myself, and I've gotten more comfortable talking out loud, talking in general because of this podcast. And I am eternally, eternally grateful. And I want to take a moment to shout out some of the subscribers that have helped me continue this podcast with their subscriptions and their support to the show. Mia Flynn, my God, I love you. I love you so much. Thank you for always being such a supportive and kind and genuine human being. Not just a friend, not just a daughter, not just a sister, but you are so thoughtful. And I am so grateful for the energy that you bring into my life and the support that you unconditionally show me and the people that you love is truly inspiring. And to Torres, my boy Torres, your light is literally shines like a castle on a hill. And I am so thankful to know you. I am inspired by you. The things that you have done in your life are remarkable. You are a remarkable human being. And I'm so proud of you. I'm proud to know you. I'm thankful to be your friend. And I hope you're living it up right now, but I already know you are. My Aunt Jen. Oh, Aunt Jen, I love you so much. I am so grateful that I have come to know you. Crazy that 4 years ago, I didn't know that you existed, and you probably didn't know who I was or how old I was because we didn't stay connected. But I'm so glad that we're connected now, and I'm so thankful for your generosity and your love and the adventure that we have been able to share in since we've known one another, and for always, always welcoming me and my friends into your home and providing for us, and always, always showing us a good time in love and connection. I'm so grateful for you. And Miss Julia Bruner, I love you and your spirit so much. You are such a light being. Your smile, literally, like I can feel it every time that I see it online through my phone. I feel it in my soul. And you are such a kind and humble, generous human being. I just see it in the way that you move. And I haven't seen you in person in a long time, but I see the way that you move online, and even in your comments and in the letters that you type over the phone. I feel your energy, and it is so full. It is so bright. It is so kind. It is gentle, but it is fueled with passion and purpose. And I see that in you. And the thing that I love the most about you is your unconditional support for everyone, not just me, but for everyone. You are such a supportive human being. And I think that's such a cool quality to have. And Mr. Kit Ingersoll, I love you. I have loved you since the moment that I met you on Twitter in like 2014, and I will love you until the day I die. You are truly such a special human being, and you have always been so encouraging to me, and you have always been so affirming and assuring of who I am and the things that I am doing, but you also come from a point of being really, really grounded in who you are and what you're doing, which makes it all that much more powerful. I think that you are kind. I think that you are extremely thoughtful, and I am so thankful for the role that you have played in my life, even though I literally have only met you briefly. But thank you for your support and your friendship, and I love you. And again, for all of you guys that have listened to this podcast and been here to support me, I thank you. And I am so excited for 2025 for Crucial Conversations. I'm so excited for 2025 for all of you. And we will be tuning in for a little bit more of an in-depth reflection of 2024. I'm going to be featuring some friends on the podcast so that we can get nitty-gritty about the things that I went through in 2024, the things that my friends have gone through, and the universal lessons that I feel like have been imparted upon me and my loved ones, so that we can all kind of join in community to share those lessons and help inspire one another. I love you guys so much. Happy New Year. I'll see you in 2025. Mwah. Hey y'all, before you head out, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for listening to this episode, and most importantly, thank you for making the conscious decision to invest in yourself and expand your mind. By doing so, you are helping to elevate us all to live better lives. By showing up and emulating the things that you learned in today's crucial conversation, you are inspiring those around you. If you want to continue this domino effect, share this episode with someone that you want to help to unlock their maximum potential. And connect with me on Instagram at Gabby Rosalie Co. to share your valuable feedback and offer recommendations for what you'd like to hear in future episodes. I love you all. Keep shining your unique lights, and I will see you next time on the Crucial Conversations podcast.